I'm now ready for page 2 in my pop-up book, which was the 2-point perspective building. And if you want to turn this into something else, you could. For example, you could turn it into a box that looks like it's coming out in space at you, or it could be a dresser, like you would find at home, a dresser where you would have your clothes, or anything else that looks like a cube. Maybe it's an ice cube, and you could put something else around it as well. Okay, so now I'm going to add the parts that would make it look like a building in 2-point perspective, and you can choose how you're going to add to yours. Okay, for the 2-point perspective building, first I draw the left and right sides of the building. Okay, then if I have a name for this building, I could draw it at the top of the building here. Maybe it's a bookstore, like this is a pop-up book, and there's a bookstore in my pop-up book. So I'm going to write book, but I make the word book follow the top edge of the cut line that I made. Okay, and then on the other side here I'll write store, but I make it follow that diagonal edge coming down. Alright, and my bookstore needs a door so I can get in, and some windows so I can look inside or look out from the inside. And the windows, if you're going to make them in perspective, they will get smaller and smaller towards this side and this side of the building, but they're bigger towards this center part of the building. So this window appears smaller than that window, just a little bit. Okay, here's my bookstore, and if you want to add something else around it, you can. For example, a sidewalk, some trees, maybe there's a lamppost, or some cars or people that are walking towards the bookstore. In my case, I'm going to make some trees, and I'll make some people outside, and maybe there's reading some books. Okay, here's my little guy. He's underneath the tree, and he's holding his little tiny book, and he's going to read it. And there's people on the inside. Maybe they're buying a book, or maybe they're going to read a book inside of the bookstore. And there we go. 2-point perspective. For the next one, I have this cutout piece, which means that I can see through it to the white paper that's behind it. And you'll notice that the colored paper and the white paper are not exactly the same size, but when we glue it together, it will look kind of like this. And And you could think about what you could put behind there. So maybe this is something that is part of a window and you're looking out the window and you see what's outside. Or maybe this is the mouth of a monster, like one of my pages, and you're looking into the mouth and you see what's inside, like teeth and a tongue. So I'm going to make this look like it's a mouth, and I could see some teeth and see the inside, way inside of the mouth, and see what's inside of this creature's mouth here. So instead of drawing on my green paper, I'm going to draw on my white piece of paper that matches together with this one. Okay, I'm making a top row of teeth and a bottom row of teeth. And then inside of that, I'm going to add a tongue with 2 curved lines. And then way in the back, I'm going to draw the back of the throat. And it's kind of dark back there. Okay, and you might have some color on your tongue. Okay, so I have step number 3 finished. I've got my pieces all drawn, and I'm ready to glue the parts of my picture together. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to glue the parts together so that it pops up correctly in the pop-up book. Okay, first I'm going to need my glue. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. And for each of my colored pieces, I'm going to match it together with the white piece. And since this one has to go with this one, it has to match with this one, I'm going to do this one first and show you how it works. Okay. On the straight, flat edges of my colored piece of paper, I'm going to put glue like a line that goes up and down. Not all over the whole thing, just one line that goes up and down. Okay, one line of glue on the other side. It's going to get sticky. And then I stick it to the edge. Okay, so it's touching the edge of the green paper is touching the edge here. Then I fold my white paper over so that it's touching the other glue, and I press it down. Okay, that way, when I open the whole thing up, I've got my mouth with the teeth and the tongue and all inside what's inside of my mouth. Okay, So now I'm going to do the next one. Okay, I've got my next piece of white paper. I've got another one of my pieces of colored paper. I close it up. Put some glue on the edge. Just on the edge here, not the whole thing. Okay, if I don't want to be messy, I can just stick that down right away. Put it on top of the white paper, inside of it. Put glue on the other side. And stick it down.